Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be changing up Zelda's look to mark the start of Generation 12. Check out the link in the description for the full rules of the Whimsy Legacy Expanded Challenge, but today we're going to be going over the rules for Generation 12. If this is the first video of mine that you're watching and you'd like to watch this gen but can't be bothered to go back and watch all the content for the other 11 generations, then you should check out the recaps that I post for each gen. They're around 3 minutes each and just sum up everything that happens each generation. Firstly, let's address the elephant in the room. It has been a while since I've posted a video and I am very sorry for that. Basically, my save file was corrupted in an update in December and I tried so many things to try and fix it, but I literally couldn't go into live mode, so I thought it was the end of this legacy. However, I have figured out a workaround. So I essentially created Zelda's twin and then deleted the original Zelda, which means that she has all the family tree and everything and the genetics, but she doesn't have any of the skills etc. that we worked on growing up. But you know what? I truly thought this save was gone, so I am incredibly happy that we are back to this legacy challenge. So, without further ado, Generation 12 is titled Seeing is Believing. Sometimes the truth can only be found in your heart. You are the definition of a rainbow. You are a bright, shiny smile on a cloudy day, and you love colour. The brighter, the better. As a creative, you spend your spare time writing and daydreaming about new stories, but you have a secret interest hidden inside of you. You are absolutely obsessed with the paranormal. Your main goal in life is to prove the existence of every occult that has been whispered about for years, the stories only found in long-forgotten pages of dusty books and fairy tales. You know they exist out there somewhere. They wouldn't have such extensive stories written about them otherwise, would they? Even your own family seems to have its secrets. You grew up surrounded by fantastical stories found in games and media. You frequented the old theatres and opera houses where your grandparent performed. At a young age, your interest was sparked by stories of ancient ghosts hiding in the shadows of the old buildings, or of games and films painting the histories of these mystical beings. You want to prove to the world that these things are real, because in your sunshiny heart, you want to believe, no, you know, without a doubt, that magic must exist. And so, you pack up and move to the town that nearly every sim avoids. You move to Forgotten Hollow. But, unlike your more eclectic neighbours perhaps, you will not succumb to the neighbourhood's traditional taste in style. You build the most flamboyant home that there ever was. Maybe you're the eclectic one actually? You are an extremely paranoid sim, constantly on the watch for something magical, mystical, mysterious. A single speck of dust out of place might be a sign of something greater. You just like to be observant. But does that mean that you're wrong? You don't think so. You spend your entire life searching for any occult. You devote yourself to your search. And somehow, you manage to meet every single occult race there is. You befriend each of them, writing books to document your learnings and your experiences. You even end up marrying a rather entrancing spellcaster, and once more your heart is full of magic and love. Even though you feel a sense of peace inside of you, having the knowledge that you were always right, that your life's work hadn't been for naught, the world is not quite ready to believe your stories. They love your books, but they assume they were fiction. You're okay with that. In your heart, you know the truth. And you now have a little piece of magic that can carry that truth forward too. The aspiration for this gen is best-selling author. Her traits are paranoid and creative, and I have also given her the cheerful, bookworm and mystical traits. And her inherited bonus traits are creative, visionary and close-knit. Now let's go through the events for this generation. Firstly, we have Write Your Heart Out. Meet someone of each occult race and befriend them. Once you are friends, write a single book about each encounter. Make sure to name it something related to the occult race so you know which books are which. Make copies of your books in buy mode and keep them in your family inventory for generations to come. Then we have Under Your Spell. Fall in love with a spellcaster sim and get married. Start a family together and have as many or as few children as you like. as long as you have at least one child. Raise your child like a normal sim. Even if they are born with the magical bloodline trait inherited from their other parent, pretend like they do not know that they are magical. Lastly, let's go through the goals for this generation. To start off with, we must always dress in vibrant colours, which I am attempting to do with her outfits right now. We also must move out of our childhood home and into Forgotten Hollow, have a brilliantly bright home, find and use voodoo dolls in your spare time. Write a book on each of the following occults. You must visually see proof of each occult or become good friends with someone of that occult type before writing each book, and family doesn't count. So the list of the occults are vampires, spellcasters, mermaids, aliens, werewolves and fairies. Marry a spellcaster sim and have at least one child with them. Your spouse should never or rarely practice magic at home. Pretend like your kid doesn't realise they have a magical parent. Master the writing, mischief and vampire lore skills. Complete the writing career and complete the best-selling author aspiration. I'm so excited to be back with you guys again. I have missed The Sims, although a bit of a break was needed with everything else going on at the same time. I was struggling to keep up a bit. But hopefully we should be back to regularly scheduled programming from now on. So here's a look at her finished outfits. I have tried to theme around mostly the colour purple, but also kept things bright with other pops of colours as required. So just let me know what you think in the comments below. And again, thank you guys so much if you stuck around during this break, and I hope you'll join me as we follow Zelda's story. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!